and gents, would you please welcome back to the stage Dean Windass and Denis Irwin. Dean, Denis, you're looking as trim as you ever did when you played.
I do a little bit of running still, so it keeps me fit. Dean does the same thing, goes in the gym.
Dean's looking all right. Dean's looking good.
I've been on a diet 42 years.
It's not working, says a wag. That's harsh, isn't it? That's harsh, but possibly fair. Yes, absolutely. Dean's got a great line about the performance tonight.
No, well...
Dean, it's a good line.
Is it? Yeah. At least Dick Turpin wore a mask.
It's a fair point, Denis, isn't it?
I thought Hull were slightly the better side. Second half, they had control of the game, pushed Wolves back a lot. It's hard when you haven't got a lot to play for to generate some energy. But the substitutions, I thought, were a big point in the game. Snodgrass came on, added that little bit of quality, and you saw it right at the end there. There wasn't many chances in the game. It wasn't the best game ever, but it's all about results now. And Hull have won, and it keeps them going.
Yeah, absolutely right. The points are all that matters, especially at this time of the season. Denis mentioned the substitutions, Dean. There were big, brave substitutions. Clearly, not everybody agreed with them at the time, but there were brave decisions, and it worked out in whatever way it worked out.
Yeah, we were sat there in the director's box. Obviously, Steve McLaren was sat next to us as well, and he said that he has to go for it. He has to, make a decision. He's made, obviously the right decision at the time, because we needed that little bit of quality towards the end. That could, the defining moment of the season, really. That pushes you on a little bit, gives the lads a little bit more confidence. Sometimes you don't play that great, and then you win a game of football, and that don't, then you don't really care. But listen, what a free kick, by the way. And it's one of them where, that little bit of quality, and it's won you the game. If you're going to score a goal, score it in the 92nd minute.
Yeah, quite right. Denis, I seem to think you scored the odd free kick in the odd important game. What did you make of it?
Well, that was top draw, wasn't it? We thought it might have been too far out, didn't we, initially? But it's a great strike, right in the top corner. I know it's come down off the keeper, but it's a goal worthy winning any game. But I thought the last 20 minutes, Hull were pushing. They'd pegged Wolves back a bit. Wolves had a good Johnson up front, who didn't really do anything. And I think they just about deserved it without creating too many chances. But it was brave decisions, bringing two centre forwards on, bringing Snodgrass on, and taking a little bit of a risk. But you felt Hull had to do that.
Yeah, it was a horrible night. I don't know whether the conditions made the game more difficult for both teams. It wasn't a great game to watch, if we're being honest.
Well, it's a great night when you're playing football. It's horrible when you sat there watching it because it's freezing. So, but listen, that'll change the mood. That'll change the mood now of all the players. Steve's doing his press conference now. His attitude has changed. As you say, they'd probably say it wasn't a classic, but we've won the game and nobody else will care now. Everybody be in the pub happy.
Yeah, quite right, Dean. We won't tell Steve about this, Denis, but with Brighton winning tonight, is that us done for automatic, or is there still a chance?
Well, there's always a chance until it's mathematically impossible to do it. What you can do is keep the teams above you honest to make sure that they have to win the games, and if they do go up, they earn the right to go up. But not on the back of that, Hull have to keep going so that if you do get in the playoffs, which it looks likely, you've got momentum. The games Hull have got left, you were saying Bolton and Leeds and Rotherham, Reading away, Brentford at home, they're all very winnable, and you never know if that goal could spur them on, and if you get another 5 wins under your belt, then you see what Burnley, Middlesbrough and Brighton had a great result again tonight. But Dean was making a point. Burnley and Middlesbrough players will be watching that tonight a little bit deflated. They've gone in thinking, well, that's probably Hull out of it if they draw 1-1. Brighton, they understand that they won 5-0, but it's tough. It's tough, but you keep going and make them honest, make them win.
Yeah, absolutely. Dean, just a final word from you about the potential of the playoffs. We hope we can still get automatic, as Denis said, but you've been in this position with City. What's going through your mind? What's going through the players' mind at this stage? And the manager, for that matter?
Yeah, I think ours was a different situation because we won 13, 14 games on the bounce. Like Denis said, when you go into the playoffs, you've got to go in there with a little bit of form. And tonight it'll give the lads a lift. And the lads will still be saying, look, they'll be watching the results tomorrow. Middlesbrough and Burnley, they'll be watching them results. and you never know. You know, them two get beat tomorrow, then people are saying we're back in it again. But you've got to win as many games now from now to the end of the season. Get to third. You know, if you can get to third, obviously you're in the playoffs. You're playing the game away first, like we played Watford away first, and then obviously, so when you're in the playoffs, you need to play away first, I think, you know, to give you that little bit of confidence. But listen, like Denis said, that it's mathematically still possible that we can get automatic, so the players have got to believe that, and I'm sure Steve will be saying that to them as well.
I imagine he will. It was quite a grand finale in the end, wasn't it? Unless you're a Wolves fan, of course. But for those of us who enjoyed it from a City point of view, I hope you did too. I'm Alex Burgess. Please give thanks to Dean Windass and to Denis Irwin.